Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Rams. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The linebacker that time, Emmanuel Lemur, in on the stop.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. On the stop that time, Frosty Rucker.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 13.
OP. 29. 637.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. For these Raiders, a couple of years ago, 12-4, 2017, big-time disappointment, 6-10. But as they head out on offense here, optimism abound because on headset number 1 is a man named John Gruden.
And I would expect this team to take on his image in a big way. And I'm not just talking about the media look, right, with the scowling face and all. I'm talking about what he demands from his teams. Toughness on both sides of the ball. So that means they're going to run the heck out of the football. Marshawn Lynch, get ready. You're going to get a lot more touches. Now, on the defensive side, Khalil Mack, a heck of a representative for what you want from a defensive football team.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Pulled in at the 24. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Well, we turn our attention to the Rams here as the offense comes out. So many positive vibes around this club entering 2018. Their 3rd season back in L.A., a new stadium on the way. And coming off of last year, Charles, and you said this to me in the car on the way over, it's going to be interesting to see what this year brings. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that one's complete to Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Gurley looking for a repeat of his 2017 performance. He's off to a good start as the Rams come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now here come the Raiders. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Go, go. Express.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Express.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
Carr to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
7:34.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Super one, super one. Let's go, son. 80.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Get down, get down. 185. 734.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to get the the 37-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the interception, here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now it's gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. He can't get him down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
To return, it's DeAndre Washington. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, 94 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them. but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
20. One out.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st, here's Washington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch him now, Barney!
On the give, this is Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Right, now,
22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Detroit!
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if T becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll start the drive with Washington. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
On 2nd down, here's McCarron. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they'll get it all the way up. About 5 yards shy of midfield.
Set! 319! 319!
A handoff for Washington. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
McCarron on 1st down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Listen.
Now it's Brown. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tiger, Tiger.
To throw on second down is gone. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Gone. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They pitch to Washington. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Shotgun snap from McCarron. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Looks to me like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, McCarron throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Washington. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the INT, it's McCarron. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a handoff for Gurley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Like 20. 14.
Out of the gun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Washington. Washington, 96 yards, and the Raiders are back within a score. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. Right? They just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
180.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the 50, it's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Goff going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he is all the way up past the 25. Try to get it to Woods. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. On the toss play, this is Washington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Gone! Here we go now. Blue landing.
Back to throw. His throw at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Los Angeles, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
you.